What's up, my peeps? Welcome back to Liz Talks Vibes, where it's more than just talk, it's a vibe. How are you guys? How are you guys feeling? If you guys haven't checked in with yourself, give yourself a little moment right now. Check in with yourself. Ask yourself how you are feeling. Ask yourself, how's your day going? And just respond to yourself. If it's going a little tough, it's just stay positive. You got this. And if it's going good, well then great. Either way, it's going good. It's all working for your highest good, and you are trying your best, my peeps. Okay, we are all trying our best. I know I'm trying my best, especially right now. I had a couple topics that I wanted to talk about, and I have notes on like 3 topics, and they're just like important topics for me, and it's like I'm trying to see, like, I'm gonna talk about what I want, basically, like what I want to talk about, what I want to share, because I do share like life experiences, how I deal with things, or just like anything like that comes up or stuff like that. Okay, guys, I feel like the mic was too low. But yeah, so but I was like, oh, like, we should, and it's just like me overthinking, because I can be an overthinker, like I've said this before, and like I said, it's what I want to share and what I really want to talk about, what I feel comfortable talking about. And I ask you guys all the time suggestions. If you guys are watching this, hold on, let me close the window because the neighbor's kids are being too loud. You guys probably might still hear them, but my bad. But yeah, so it's like, whatever I feel comfortable talking about. I ask you guys, if you guys are watching this, you guys are on YouTube and you guys can comment down below. So comment down below any topics. Of course, it's like topics if I want to talk about, but I'm always open to your guys' suggestions. Just because, like I'm thinking about what is, it's because I pay attention to like what I feel, like what I feel like talking about. And I have topics, but then I start thinking, fuck, but do they really want to hear this? Is it really going to help somebody and really inspire them? Stuff like that. So that's kind of my situation right now, and it's like just, but then I remind myself like, okay, like I'm trying to, speak good vibes and just really like inspire you guys and help you guys, get through things or anything like that. Just letting you know you're not alone. We all go through similar situations and just help each other out, But I'm like, and I'm just like, okay, look, it's whatever you feel like talking about. Nothing else matters, even if it just helps out one person. Like, that was my little thing right now. And it's just like, like I'm trying my best. I'm doing my best. Like, I'm talking my vibes, It's like what I want to talk about, And that's why I feel like I got a little bit like caught up and I'm just like, what should I talk about, And, because it like kind of leads to that, especially like if you're doing YouTube videos and like I have a vlog channel, I got my subscribers. Who doesn't want more? Make sure to subscribe to this channel. But it's like, people start thinking like, oh, what videos will get me more views or like stuff like that, but I just try not to be like that and just really be like authentic and just like be me, be true to me and just do what I want and like post it, upload it, and then, just being positive. Like I'm just posting what I want, and I'm just speaking the good vibes, you know what I'm saying? So with today's topic, I feel like I always feel like it's a topic. Well, I do talk about that topic, but honestly, I'd be like going here and there. But you guys get me. You know what I'm saying? That's like the main topic. So today's topic is prioritizing yourself. I don't know. I feel like lately I have been prioritizing me, but not fully, like all of me, and stuff like that. So I've been like, okay, I need to prioritize me, like my mental health, my goals, my everything, like it's me, I just want to talk a little bit about that. Like, I prioritize me now, you know, but there was a time where I didn't really prioritize myself, that was like a couple years ago when I was just lost, because we get too caught up, like we can get too caught up in prioritizing others before us, especially if you might be someone who's like just trying to please people, for love or, stuff like that, and that's like you not prioritizing. Fuck, it's like I can't even say the fucking word. Not prioritizing yourself, and because it's like easy, like you just kind of think of others and stuff like that. But that's because the thing, like people make it like this thing, like prioritize yourself, like self-love, like, and shit like that, which more people are like, getting aware that like self-love is it, like you need self-love, like you should love yourself because if you can't love yourself, you can't love nobody else. So it just, you can get all caught up like that, especially if you're in a relationship, really like prioritizing the other person, your partner, or just like the relationship in general. But it's like, okay, are you you should still prioritize like your relationship with yourself, prioritize you. That way the relationship is good, and stuff like that. But yeah, I feel like I was a little bit like that before, more with like family, so-called family. Let's not get into that. Not in this episode. But yeah, like, I'm such a loving person, like I'm just, love is love. Like I love myself. Why not love others? You just gotta love. It's all love. And I just, like I want others to be good, like we should all be good. And especially because I'm the oldest sibling. I thought about making a video about this, like me being the oldest sibling. I feel like it would really help, and like just help in general, because it's tough being the oldest, and I'll make another episode with that, just like of that topic. But that was another thing too, where it was like, I had a single mother, and with being the oldest, it's like, fuck, like it was a lot put on me, and I took it, and it's like, that was like, throughout those years, like, I just didn't really prioritize me, because I didn't think like that before, like nobody was telling me, hey, prioritize yourself, and just stuff like that. So, of course, it's like, being the oldest, you're like, well, I'm trying to make sure my younger siblings are good, like I'm trying to like prioritize them, and it can get tough, like, because it's like, okay, you want others to be good, but you need to make sure that you're good yourself first, like you can't pour from an empty cup. And that was my thing, like, I never really prioritized myself like at all. Like I just always kind of, like put them first and stuff like that, just like, I don't want to get too into the topic. It's like I didn't want to like fail them, in a way. And I don't know, that was just like my mindset before, because I was like the oldest, am the oldest sibling. So it's like, I really didn't like want to fail them, and I was like that, had that mindset through like a couple years, because it's like, okay, I'm trying to make it, and everybody says like, I'm trying to make it for my family. I'm trying to make it for my family. And it's like, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm never just going to be like, fuck them, and like, you know what I'm saying? But it's not like I'm doing it for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, anything I do, like, I'm all doing it for me. Like, I'm trying to get myself straight, like, I'm trying to heal myself. You can help, like, healing, it's like, who I will, like, I love for all of us to heal and stuff like that. But, healing comes from within. Like, you have to have, like, you want, it's like you have to want it. I just had that mindset, like, okay, like, I'm doing it for them too, like, I'm doing it for them. But it's like, like, it gets tough. Dude, I should just switch the topic, because I feel like this is going to be all about that. But no, like, it gets tough, because it's like, it was a big, like, I had a huge weight on my shoulders, but that was just like me, just kind of myself putting more weight on me, because I was like see, dude, I need to make a whole another episode for this. But props to all the oldest siblings, all of them. It's tough, I know it is. But I mean, I mean, this goes with the topic, because that was like a big thing why I wouldn't prioritize myself and prioritize them, and it's like prioritized my didn't prioritize my things, but like just prioritized everything like for them, and just making sure they were right. And it's like I said, a lot of people say, oh, I do it for them, but it's like, do it for you, like, why aren't you doing it for you? Like, it's fine to do it for you. It's not being selfish, because you want to make sure that you're right first. You want to make sure that you're good, and then you could check if others are good, and it's just like so much you can do. So you can't change nobody else, it's like, and that's the thing, like, then, like, I just felt like, okay, I was pouring and pouring and pouring, and it's like, okay, nobody was pouring back to me, which before, it's like I kind of expected, but I just kind of came to realization that it's like, it's better just not to expect nothing from nobody, literally nobody. And I just, that then kind of made me a little bit angry, a lot, because it was, I just, but it was more anger, not anger towards nobody, but like anger towards me for being like that. I just then got mad at myself, like, and it's like, okay, I was being mad at myself and just saying, like, see, why am I putting them first? Like, why am I doing this and that? Like, and just like feeling bad after doing something good, because then nobody really did it for me, or feeling bad for like not doing enough, when it's like, hunty, as a child, like, I was doing way more than enough, and it's like, I was doing enough, and I was doing all I can. And after, I was an angry person before, I was I was a little bit angry. I had some attitude, but it was more towards like me, and that's just because I wasn't, I had a lot of buildup, like I had, My childhood was rough. It was a little bit trife. It was crazy. I know there's a lot of us that have very crazy childhoods. I feel like I didn't even really have like a childhood. I feel like I just grew up really fast. And because I wasn't prioritizing me. And nobody's really like telling you that. And this is exactly why I want to do like the being the oldest sibling video, because nobody is there for us. Nobody's there like telling us these things. I learned about prioritizing myself through like reading, through like YouTube videos, podcasts, and stuff like that. And so nobody was telling me that. So I wasn't prioritizing myself, my mental health. We all have, well, not all of us, but we all have our own lives, what we went through, how we take it, and everything like that. And I didn't like think about doing stuff for me. I just kind of, I don't know, I blamed myself in a way. But when I started really like prioritizing myself, like, it's not being selfish, you guys. I mean, other people can see it like that. I don't know why people just like people, I don't know. people are people, right? But they just like, you guys, whatever you're doing, prioritizing you, doing you, keep doing it. People can think whatever the fuck they want to think. Their perspective of you has nothing to do with you. Like, you can't do nothing about it. Like, that's on them. How they view things, how they also view themselves. It's just, but prioritize yourself. Like, really do things for you, because you want to make sure you're straight. You want to make sure that you're right. Prioritizing your health, your mental health, and just everything about you, your goals and stuff like that. That way, because like I'm like, how I was saying, like, I was pouring and nobody was really like pouring to me. That's it. Just, it makes you mad, it makes you sad. And but that's when like you realize, okay, it's not like I should stop pouring, because I'm not like gonna like stop, but I'm gonna limit. Like, I'm gonna be there when I can for you, and I'm gonna be there for you after I'm there for me. Like, I'm here for me now. Like, I'm prioritizing me. I need to get my shit done first. And if you need something, if you need help or anything, I could help you after. I'll help you out when like I have time. When I'm done doing my things. Because it's on your terms. You know what I'm saying? It's on your time. Time is money. No, but like, be careful like of your time. Like, choose where you want to pour your energy into. Should you really be pouring your energy like that? And it's like, okay, you might be pouring out energy to others, you might be helping out others. That's nice. Okay, but like, are you really helping yourself? Like, I'm not telling you to stop helping other people or whatever. Helping your family, friends, whatever it is. But pay attention. Like, are they really grateful for your time, for your energy? Are they doing the same back to you? Like, don't expect it. But if they're not, like, maybe you shouldn't be pouring so much time and energy into them. Pour it into yourself. Like, are you good? If nobody else is there for you, you be there for you. And nobody else is making the time for you, you make the time for yourself. Nobody is pouring their energy, like just, like with trying to help you out or anything like that. You do that to yourself. That's why you want to prioritize yourself first, making sure that you're right, making sure that your energy is right, that, you have your aura is good, your energy, checking in with your soul, your inner child, like, prioritize them, and then you can go ahead and help out others and stuff like that or whatever, because I wouldn't want others to like feel like that, because I know how that feels, like you pouring out energy, helping out others and stuff like that, and it's like you're not getting it in return and you feel some type of way. I thought like love was like, just like loving other people, like me loving you, you loving me, like just getting love in return from somebody else. But that's not love. Like love, you're love, I'm love. Love is within us. Self-love is true love. You guys, I'm big on self-love, and not prioritizing others' comments, judgments. Don't listen to none of that. Prioritize what you think about you, what you say to you. Fuck what anybody else says about you. Fuck what anybody else calls you. You know what I'm saying? Don't pay attention to none of that, but just make sure you're saying those positive affirmations. You're reminding yourself how strong you are, how loving you are, how kind you are, how smart you are. That you are doing your best. Fuck what anybody else has to say about you. Fuck what anybody else thinks. And that's why it's important to like, really prioritize your, checking in with yourself and your emotions and all that, so you don't give a fuck about that, because there's people that take it like very offensive, people that are like, very sensitive, and just like take it to the heart, and it's like people feel bad. Like there's mean people out there. I don't know why there's, they're, because they're mean to themselves, I'm just like, you need healing, it's good. Like I don't even, like I used to like, I wouldn't say shit back, but like I was big on like defending myself, which I still do, like I will defend myself, but I'm not going to argue. Like I'm not going to argue with nobody that's like not in my level of matureness, and I'm just not going to argue about some shit that I just don't like. For why argue, like everybody has each other's opinions, and stuff like that, and it's like, okay, if you have yours, I have mine, it's good. You don't need to understand mine. I don't need to understand yours. Like I'm never going to like argue with somebody. And there's people that like to argue and just like want to be right. And it's like, okay, like I get it, but like I still don't, you know what I'm saying? So that's why, like, prioritize you. Like it's okay, feel things, feel it, but that's like, okay, but then you shouldn't really let other people's opinions, what they say, what they think, or anything like that trigger your feelings. Don't let that affect your feelings, affect your mood, affect your day or anything like that. That's why you want to maintain your energy right, and just, it's like not taking it, not taking none of that BS. Just like I'm just like, like I don't even pay attention to like hate or anything. Like there's gonna be hate, you guys. There's going to be hate. You can't avoid it. But just, like I'm like, I wish you healing. I wish you some positivity. And it's like, like it's like, I feel compassion for them. Like I'm like, dude, like I feel like it's fucking dark in here. Is it kind of dark? I'm so sorry. I should have brought a little light thingy, but my bad. And it's like, I'm just like, like that person just needs some self-love. When you want to help out somebody and all this stuff, like by showing them love or whatever, telling them that you love them. But if they don't love themselves, they're still not, they're going to like not feel love, And I was kind of like that a little bit. Like, I was just like, dude, like, fuck love, like, in general. Because I thought, like, love was, like, okay, from, like, other people, I didn't know about, like, self-love yet. But, I prioritized me. Like, I was like, okay, I need to do me, like, I need to prioritize me. I need to give myself all the love that I need, and not expecting shit from others at all, not expecting love from others, not expecting help from others. I appreciate everything. If anybody has helped me out, showed love to me, but I don't expect it, because then that, if you expect something from other people and they don't give it to you, you get like sad, you get mad, because you're like playing it in your head. Okay, if I'm showing them love, I expect love from them back. And then, it's like you're playing this scenario. Okay, I'm going to get love back. I'm going to get love back. You don't get it, and you're like heartbroken. You're like sad, like, damn, like they didn't show me love. Or you might get mad, and it's like, oh, fuck them. Like, I'm not going to show them love no more. No, like, don't be like that either. But just be careful of where you're putting your energy into, where you're putting your time into, and just, like, because maybe you need that time for you. Maybe you need some you time. Maybe you really need to prioritize yourself, and, like, I'm telling you, like, you get caught up. You can get caught up helping others, just prioritizing others because you don't want to look bad. You don't, stuff like that. But it's like, no, hunty, like, it's okay. Like, if that person gets mad because you're prioritizing you, then you don't need that person. That's even better for you. It's like you're another person to let go that doesn't appreciate you, because you need to make sure that you're good. You know what I'm saying? I brought some light in, but dude, it got super fucking dark. Like, if I didn't turn on the light, it would have been dark as fuck. And the camera turned off on me. It got overheated, of course. Nothing new. I mean, I was pretty much done. Anyways, I don't even know where the fuck I left off. I know, like, now I'm doing it for me. Like, anything, I'm doing it for me. Of course, I'm still going to be there for my family, and I'm going to help them out with anything I can after I help out myself. I've just spent so many years not being there for me that I want to be there for me now. Like, I want to prioritize myself. I knew I needed to, and now it's like I want to. I've been doing it, and I'm like, okay, like, this is what we need to do. I need to prioritize me. I need to make sure I am straight. I need to prioritize my goals, because nobody else is going to prioritize you like you. Like, nobody has you like you. Nobody has me like me. Nobody has had me like me. Nobody has cared. Nobody has loved. Nobody has helped me like me. Like, I have fucking been there for myself. And, like, I'm grateful for myself. Like, I'm grateful for that. Like, I'm always so grateful that I have that mentality now. That I prioritize myself now. Because it's not hard, you guys, but it's not simple, because you can get caught up in, like, something might come up and you're like, oh, well, let me help out this person, or like, I'll just put my shit to the side real quick. No, like, that's when the boundaries come in too. And those are something you really need to prioritize and keep in check. Like, your boundaries are your boundaries. You come first. And then whatever comes up or anything like that, you get your shit done first, and then go ahead. You know what I'm saying? But taking accountability for that too, and it's just, it's just, you just gotta work with it like every day. Because I might, sometimes that still happens to me, when it's like, okay, I move my shit for the side a little bit to do like something else, or like, help out somebody else, and then I'm like, fuck, like I didn't get this shit done, or this and that, and I'm like, it's okay, don't feel bad about it. I'm not gonna give myself shit for it. I'm not gonna talk shit to myself, but I'm like, okay, see, this is why you need to prioritize yourself, and I just, it's not, it's still, I still love myself, but it's just like, it's like that, because it just, when you prioritize you, like you want the best for yourself. I feel like you take shit serious. Like, I used to drink a lot, I used to do drugs, and that wasn't prioritizing my health, my mental health. That wasn't prioritizing me. I wasn't giving a shit about myself. I didn't give a fuck about myself. I didn't give a fuck about my life, and it was just like, yo, like, I need to take care of me. Like, do I really want to keep living like this? I'm probably not gonna live a long, healthy life if I keep fucking living like this. Of course I want to live a long, healthy life, so I'm going to prioritize my health, my mental health, and just me in general, making sure that I'm right, working for me, working towards my dream life. You know what I'm saying? You guys got this, okay? It's just, be kind to yourself every day, my peeps. Love yourself. Keep reminding yourself. Those affirmations help so much. Like, all of those things, journaling, meditating, has helped me out so much. And that was another thing that I wanted to mention in the beginning, was that I haven't been, like, prioritizing meditating. I was doing other share, just, you know what I'm saying? And I've been doing it, I've been doing it like every day now. And I'm like, okay, see, I like, it just reminded me of how good it feels. Like, even if it's just 5 minutes, those 5 minutes alone, like with me, like just, it just feels so right. And it like gives you this calm feeling. Like, it gets me ready for the day. It's like, okay, if I have so much shit, I'm like, you know what? Just let it go. Like, I'm going to do my best. I need to stop overthinking. I literally need to like stop thinking about all this shit and just go with my intuition, go with what feels right, do what I need to do first, finish that task, and on to the next, because I feel like before I thought like I was such a great multitasker, which I can be. I really can be, but it wasn't good for me, it's just like having so much shit in my head and just doing, I like to work, focus, give my all to one thing, finish that, on to the next. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's how you really get shit done, and get shit done right, But yeah, my peeps, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I really hope it helps you guys. And it's just a reminder to prioritize yourself, with whatever you have going on. If it's your mental health, you guys, take care of yourself. Mental health, like, you want to make sure your mental health is right. I feel like what I've been like coming into, like, it's not really about what the fuck is around you, what the fuck, anything like that. It's like what's in you, how you are inside, like, if I'm good inside, I'm like, if I'm good internally, I'm like, I'm good. Like, I'm good with me, and I've been just feeling like that. I'm just like, what, like, I'm good, I am good. And, there's stuff that happens here and there. Like, it's not easy every day, it's not like I'm positive all the time. It's like something comes up, I'm, and it's just like, okay, but I'm talking to myself. I'm hyping myself up and just working towards positivity with whatever it is. It's just work towards positivity, my peeps. Okay. Self-love, you guys, self-love. Like, I cannot stress it enough. Like, please love yourselves. Okay. Don't expect love from nobody else. Love yourself. Go ahead, just love other people. Like, what I'm saying? It's all love here. But make sure that you are loving yourself as well. Okay, my peeps? Speak good vibes to yourself and speak good vibes to others. And I will talk to you guys soon. Peace.